There were no rules to be broken, but Dad did like things to revolve around his chair and his storytelling. Mom practiced some sort of spacey, hippie practicality. Women were empowered by hard work, workhorse, housework, gardening, baking, canning, drying, freezing. The men took their sweet time, told their stories, smoked 10 joints, rolled endless tobacco, emptied 6-packs, and eventually got around to fixing the cars, more disassembling than assembling. Rototilling the soil to plant Mom's seeds, they chiseled beams and built a woodshed. Come fall, we butchered pigs. The men gathered round, stamping cold feet, blowing clouds of breath, pickup trucks in a circle, the dead pig chained to a tree. A bullet between the eyes, a knife to the throat, upside down, pink body unzipped. Guts removed and laid out on newspaper. The women handled that stuff, the stinking innards. Us kids, we weren't horrified. We loved those pigs. But we knew the salty slices of bacon that would drape our plates, the sausage ham, the pork chops with sage and thyme from Mom's garden. We were pig meat too. We knew our meat was sweet, prepubescent. We understood fine lines and that sometimes they got crossed. We were used to slaughter and the onslaught of men's eyes and hands. We ran naked and barefoot with fat peaches under swelled bellies. We took baths only when forced, let the tub ringed with garden dirt and duck pond mud. We ate peanut butter with the oil on top, nuts poured into a grinder at the co-op, spread thick on heaviest wheat bread baked at home, crust hard, slices uneven, a triangle of bread, one side so thin the jelly or mayo would make it soggy. Our food required a lot of chewing, a lot of cooking. Mom had a pressure cooker and sometimes an explosion. My memories of that time are small and dark as a dingy house, a white clapboard, the wood floor so rotten there were pieces of plywood to cover the soft spots. You had to know how to maneuver, and I did. I maneuvered myself into my favorite chair, the seat of it caved caning, replaced by white clothesline, wound around the frame. The living room full of junk except a wall of records, a world of music I lived in, rock and roll, folk, and bluegrass on the turntable. Mom's sewing table where she spread fabrics, patterns, and the leather she would paint, attach fringe, thousands of rustling leather strips decorating every hippie's movement, emphasizing giggling stoned bodies and the creepy reach of acids burning come down. She made dolls for me there, heads of hair, long leather fringe, their bodies like the ones I lived with, had big bushes and bare breasts. In the pit of the garage, a cold cement hole smelled of motor oil. Newts used to get trapped there, bright orange slivers, delicate dots decorating their backs. 3 fingers fine as purple thistle and dirty blonde hair. After feeling those tiny hands run across mine, an apricot whisper, fast and slow, I set them free, tangerine tail waving goodbye. One day I'll wiggle into the woods, disappear under a bed of pine, rot into soil dark with life. And I just brought one more, waking on empty. First pour in coffee like gasoline, second search messages for validation. A robin out back gets a worm in the patchy grass, while I squint through eyes ringed black with mascara at a shitload of ads in my inbox, delete, delete, delete. What can I pour in next? TV shows or books, stories of people way more fucked up than me. That feels best, always. The lady who kept fucking her molester for 20 years, the guy who shot more heroin than humanly possible and lived to write about it. Someone must have stepped on it, Joe. Trying on other people's stories makes me look good before putting fat feet to floor, checking the balance on my unemployment card with no intention of a job hunt. And every intention of sneaking away, clean panties hidden in my purse with a pint of Hennessy and a credit card. You were mad at me again, staring at the TV in the guest room, and as if the two of you are holding a conversation, me and the TV can share you, have an open relationship. One in which I can keep my kitchen boy for fucking and you for cuddling. It's horrible of me to say, I know. You are low maintenance, you tell me, but that's not true. It's still babysitting I refuse to do. My lust so strong at times I roam supermarket aisles, grabbing things to fill my cart, planning meals like rendezvous, hoping the meat, bread, and cheese will stick us together the way it does my insides. Even when it's gone and the ice cream follows, or I tiptoe in at dawn, his handprints purple on my skin, I wake on empty, planning my next meal.